Hey, thanks for joining me for this video. This one's going to be a little bit different. Typically, this is part of a vlog series, but on this particular day, we made a video for the Albert Lowe Museum. Oh, yeah. So, a majority of this video was shot in July of 2021. The pace of life and, quite frankly, the knowledge of how hard it would be to piece this together meant procrastination set in. We shot some follow-up video in January of this year when we were back on the Key for New Year's, which provided a great insight into the work being done. I was also back on the island in February and already have more to share. But first, check out this video we made for the Albert Lowe Museum.
This room was the main entry for the museum, and it was set up as a living room the way it was back in the early 1800s, with some beautiful antique furniture all around here, a big beautiful rug, paintings all over the wall that were painted mainly by the owner, Alton Lowe, and they depicted the history of the town. But there are also all the model ships that his father, Albert Lowe, had built during his, I guess, later years in life, and you'll see those in the next room. At present, we've had the wallpaper stripped and have to repaint the ceiling, the walls, and the floor before we can reopen it, plus fix a lot of the windows. This room, I'm not sure what it was as a home, but Alton Lowe had it set up as a display room of photos of the way it used to be in Green Turtle Cay in the town and all about. At present, we've got all of his father's ship models in here that are in need of repair and attention, but this is the safest room to keep them in right now. Until we've got the front room set up, they're gonna stay here. This little room was a dining room set up with a round table in the middle with a beautiful crocheted tablecloth. A lot of prints on the walls again, and I think he had one of Queen Victoria on this wall. It's now housing a lot of the furniture from the main room to keep it out of the paint. This kitchen here is an add-on to the old building, but it's displayed many of his prints that he had for sale over the years and been a bit of an office and a storage room, plus it has a bathroom. And this room was very dry after Hurricane Dorian, so not too much was ruined in here. This little adorable room was an attic bedroom, and it was set up with a 4-poster bed there. There was an old sewing machine in the corner here. Some other old artifacts Alton has collected over the years, the old drums and some sculptures. There's a display case around the corner there that had some interesting things in them, but we put them away for safekeeping right now. Big old Bible and sextant and some other nautical items. This little room was the original bathroom. They would have had a wash basin, and I'm sure they had a slop bucket, I think is what they called them. This is the larger of the 2 bedrooms, and they were able to fit 2 4-poster beds in here, which were set up so cute with quilts all over them and little antique dolls and toys, trunks at the foot of each bed, the old dresser over here, and a little rocking chair, and there was a model sailboat up here too, along with a quilt rack. The wallpaper all had to be stripped off up here, that's why the walls look so bad. A lot of the windows were blown out and are waiting for repair. Well, we're in the cellar now, and it was carved out of the rock that the island is kind of made of. So it's got a really cool ambience with the old floor structure here and the rock walls. And in here we had these 2 Abaco dinghy boats that were centered in the room, surrounded by sand and shells and sea fans. It was a really nice display with the turtle in it, the old turtle net. And the walls used to be covered in plywood, which made for a nice display wall for photo exhibits. We had to take the plywood out because it all got wet and moldy and rippled. Over in the corners there, he has some displays in glass cases of the old carpentry tools and some of the old artifacts that they found in the latrines, which were the outhouses. So the garden we try to maintain, and it was just clipped down a couple of weekends ago, so it's not looking too lush. But over to your left is the old kitchen, which housed the outhouse. And then it's also got the old kitchen in it with a cook stove, which is where most of these old buildings had their food prepared and cooked.